friends, welcome to Badass Reviews. Pick up that remote. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Mandalorian streaming series, which is streaming on the Disney Plus streaming app. Now, unfortunately, we can't get it here in Asia, but if I manage to use a VPN and manage to watch it on trial, so hopefully, Disney Plus we get it in Asia soon because the Mandalorian surpassed my expectations. It had a fantastic vibe to it. It had a very Western vibe to it. The lone gunslinger walking through towns, kicking some ass, taking some names, that kind of thing. And Pedro Pascal kills in the lead role of the Mandalorian, who remains unnamed actually so far. And in the pilot episode, the thing that sucks you in immediately into this world, there isn't a scroll, the scroll thing that's very famous in all the Star Wars films. It's a cold open. You're sucked in right into the Mandalorian's world, and I'm not a big fan of the Star Wars universe per se. I know I've watched the films, I've read some comics, but I've not actually watched the Rebels or the Resistance TV show or even the Clone Wars TV shows, maybe a few episodes. So I'm not a really big fan. I don't know the name of the planets and all that, but I really like this show so far, the Mandalorian series. Pedro Pascal kills it, as I mentioned. I think it's perfectly cast. His voice is well known to fans of the Game of Thrones series and even Narcos, so you can recognize his voice immediately. And you can also make out his how he stands, his body language and all that. That's Pedro Pascal under that Mandalorian armor. And I also really liked the action. The action was fantastic, especially that scene with the IG-11 droid. That scene was great. IG-11 was also really good. Taika Waititi voiced him, which is a big surprise. I don't know if he will come back. I hope he does, because I really like the droid. They had some great, buddy cop kind of feeling to it. What else? I also really liked Nick Nolte. He was gruff as usual, but he was, motion. I don't think it was motion captured, but he provided the voice for an Ugnaught named Quill, and man, I think he kind of stole the show actually. I really like his character. He's kind of the guy that sends the hero on his journey. That trope that is quite used quite often in other Western shows. Apart from that, I also really want to say, Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, great job, guys. I mean, Dave Filoni, he's known among the Star Wars fans for the animated work he has done. So I think giving him this show was to write. I think it was to direct actually. It was written by Jon Favreau, but with him helming it from the back, you can see that it has a different kind of feel than the trilogies, both the original, the prequel, and the current one. And it kind of had a lot of Rogue One feel to it. It was a bit darker, grittier, and I really liked it. So I hope we get Disney Plus soon in Asia, because I can't wait to watch the next episode. It was a bit short at 37 minutes, but I guess there's more to come, and so I'm looking forward to the Mandalorian, man. Alright guys, I'm gonna move into a bit of some spoiler territory here, so if you do not want to be spoiled, if you haven't watched the episode, maybe mute the video for a few minutes. We have to talk about that end scene. I mean, that reveal of that baby, the MacGuffin of the episode, if you may, at the end was a big surprise for me. I didn't know this was coming. I think it was never ever spoken about. So good job to the guys handling the show to keep this under wraps in this internet age. I mean, and it was a big reveal. We've only seen the species twice in the whole movie universe. One is the most famous one, Yoda himself, Master Yoda. The other was a character from the prequel trilogy, whom I'm not very sure of the name. And so we've only seen two characters from this species, and now we've been introduced to a baby character from this species. What should we call him? We can call him the yodeling, or yodeling maybe. And I mean, I am really intrigued to see how they're going to tie it all in, and I trust in Dave Filoni. I mean, I'm sure he knows what he's, I am sure he knows what he's doing, and yeah, great job, guys. I mean, I really like the pilot episode. I hope Disney Plus comes to Asia soon so I can catch up on the rest of the series. And I have spoken. So this has been Pick Up That Remote from Badass Reviews. Thank you for watching. If you like it, share, subscribe to the thing. But most importantly, keep calm and rock on.